Did you check? Did you update the docs and stuff? We good to go?
I don't even know who I am.
It looks like you did. You got 3 stuff actually. You had
Probably from last week.
yeah.
Uh,
We didn't do it last week.
but I gotta
Oh, there's more
2 things.
stuff. Oh, snap!
Yeah.
Brian's out here doing work.
Um.
Cause yeah, the boys as well.
Uh.
That's not. I did never expected that to come up on the screen. Joelle Randy, dude. That's insane.
They dropped an album recently, apparently.
I was not expecting that to be typed up there. I
I
didn't
spelled it
even know
wrong.
they say. I didn't even know they were still making music.
They're in Young Miko's album. What do you mean,
Oh, I don't remember them in it.
freak?
I don't even know if I like that song. I think the two that I like is Wiggy and I think it's Madre, the
Those
runway
are the two
sounding
you did
songs.
like?
Yeah,
Wow.
that I ended
Wow.
up not that I like that I added to the library is what I meant.
Okay, those are the ones you loved.
Yeah, the ones I loved. There might have been a third one, but I don't remember. All right, re-listen to the.
Oh, I fucking left some stuff out too.
Oh, then you're gonna get it because you can get all the airtime.
Fuck.
I've been playing a lot of older.
Uh.
I just replaying stuff and sometimes trying new things. I saw that Little Kitty Big City was on there, and I'm like, I gotta try it. It was on Game Pass.
Fuck it.
What else?
Fucking ran down everything.
Oh, that's right. Evo happened this weekend too.
Oh, that's right. Fuck it. Hold on.
What else? Oh yeah, I forgot to add that for mine. Gambino's album. You're right. When you're done with that, I'll add it to mine as well. That's insane.
Fuck it.
I even heard like most of the album again today, and I still forgot to type it on there. Cigarettes. I thought you were gonna do an accent after that. Oh, you ended up listening to the. I think that band was the one we saw last week or 2 weeks ago. The Cigarettes After
Yeah.
Sex. Yeah.
Is that everything?
You tell me. It sounds like you went to town on music, and you
Yeah.
also, and you also tried Mullet Madjack.
Not just tried. I beat it.
Oh, it's a short game, or you just destroyed it.
Beat it in 2 hours.
Oh, okay,
And then there's an endless mode if you wanted to keep playing.
okay. I'm assuming I should stream that then if it's that short.
That you want me to just get into it? I guess
Go for it.
that's already 2.2 hours is how much time I put into the game.
It's already really
Already
good.
already making my top 5.
Damn, not Mullet Madjack.
That shit is I when I tell you the second you start playing, you lock in,
Uh huh.
and then it showed credits. I fuck.
Oh, it's nonstop action. That's good.
That's just it's nonstop action.
Uh huh.
It's first person. It's like Hotline Miami aesthetic.
Yeah.
But if you're playing like old ass Wolfenstein, actually,
Okay.
I would say maybe Doom because when you get the chance to do like special moves that give you more time.
Uh huh.
You'll get up this close and like stab someone or punch them in the face, whatever.
Okay.
So that plus Hotline Miami plus roguelike.
Oh, and it's a roguelike. Okay.
Yeah, to an extent. So I guess roguelite because every 10 floors,
Mm-hmm.
like if you get to 11th, if you're floor 1 through 10, I don't even know where to start.
It sounds like you're freaking out. So what is the loop? So it sounds like it's a
Um,
roguelike. What's the loop? You start,
the
what
the
happens?
loop is all right. So the premise is you play as the character named Moderator, and
Okay.
look like whoever you can picture in an '80s action movie or
Uh-huh.
game. That's you. That's this guy in a nutshell.
Gotcha.
When you go into a floor, he says equip that belongs in that time, and then
Uh-huh.
you get at it.
Oh, okay. So this is like the new Duke Nukem then.
But yeah, essentially
Oh, okay. We got a new
that with very stylized like
graphics.
'80s art. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you get a call from the peace something organization or whatever.
Uh-huh.
This lady is kidnapped, calling all whatever your job is, go rescue her. And it's a
Oh.
big baddie, and then you see him aiming the gun at her, and as you get to the building, and he goes up in an elevator. You're trying to get to the floor he's at to rescue said lady.
Oh, okay.
From there on, you just keep ascending up a tower.
Mhm.
Um, the premise too is you from that organization that told you to go save them, we could save the lady.
Uh-huh.
You implement this system that's put into your bloodstream where you have 10 seconds to get to floor start to the next elevator to get to the next floor. To
Okay.
fill up your time because you're being streamed to a live, like everyone around the world's watching your attempt.
Uh-huh.
You only have 10 seconds to keep their attention. If you take too long, if you take longer than 10 seconds,
Uh-huh.
boo, you die because it's tied to your bloodstream.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's basically the premise of how the game works.
Okay.
To fill up the time you have to murder someone. Every time you kill somebody, your time goes up. If you get shot or hit, you lose time. You have to
What the
keep the audience hype.
Okay. Oh, we don't wanna see him get shot, so of course, it's, like,
Every time you
boring.
finish a floor too, there's like a little chat on the side, and it was like spamming emotes and things like that.
That sounds like a good time.
So yeah, you start a floor, doors open, time
10
starts. The
seconds.
entire time you have a
Mhm.
weapon in potentially one hand, depending on what you roguelike
Okay.
or what you get as a buff, and the phone for your timer is in your left hand. So it's constantly showing you the time as you're murdering things.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Infinite ammo, or is it stuff you have to manage as well?
Infinite ammo, but you have to reload for some weapons.
But it's still like, you don't have a
Yeah,
set.
you don't have to pick up ammo.
Gotcha.
The
I was
only
gonna
thing you
say,
really
if I
pick
have
up is
10
health,
seconds, yeah, that makes sense. Health and maybe more time on the way.
pretty much.
Okay.
You can shoot or whatever you use your weapon or left click, whatever weapon you have,
Mhm.
and that ranges from you start with a pistol. You can get an Uzi. You can get a rail gun. You can get katanas. You can
Okay.
get a what else can you get? A shotgun, which is what I use primarily.
Do any of these weapons give you different like, different amount of time, or is it just your preferred way of killing?
I prefer the way of killing. They all have
Uh,
different stats and how they work.
okay.
Um, and then from the yeah, so left click is prime weapon, right
Okay.
click is kick.
Oh,
You
so you can just drop
you
kick
can walk around
people?
and kick, yeah, and kick people. You jump and kick people. Kick is also kind of tied with like a sprint movement tool, so you can hit shift and it does the effect. Or if you hold the kick button, you're sprinting, and then if you get up to someone, it does the kick for you.
Oh, okay.
You can kick people into environment stuff to kill them and get time like that. One of the roguelike things is you can environmental kills give you more time.
Oh, okay.
Uh, Kick people into acid, into vents, into each other.
Yeah, I was about to say maybe each other will knock them out or something.
Off a cliff or whatever, like a hole,
Mhm.
whatever. Get that, and then your goal is to point A to point B next elevator. You made it. Chat pops off. Each time you get to a floor, you get a choice of what you want your upgrade to be.
Gotcha. That's your
It could be
roguelike.
anything from switching weapons to leveling up weapons to making it so that some of them are kind of useless, but it's funny. You can make it so that your character says more one-liners as you're playing.
Okay, that's good. That's a good one to pick.
Um, you drink to heal. It's usually like soda machines. You can
Okay.
kick somebody into it to make it shoot out things, or just walk up and hit it. There's a chance that if you drink the soda from the soda machine,
Mhm.
you get to akimbo for 10 seconds. Um, there's times where you drink a soda can, and if you throw it, it can explode.
Like a grenade.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, they start adding terrain stuff like stage damage, like spikes or whatever. Some drinks make it so that that doesn't hurt
Okay.
you. And
Bees
so
and
forth
memes.
and so forth. Every
That's
10 floors, the last floor is a boss. You beat the boss, depending on where you are in the story or whatever.
uh
It's you see him again go up even more, or they do some kind of plot reason as to why he didn't get to her.
Okay, and then just keep adding more biomes or
Yeah.
some.
So
Mm.
before you get to the boss, if you die, you get to the very first elevator. So if you're in the 1 to 10 range and you die at any of those floors, back to 1. When you get to 11, after you beat a boss, you get a checkpoint. So from like 11 to 20, if you die at 15, you're back at 11. You don't start all
Uh,
the way.
I see. That's a good
And it's
way to
just
keep it. And you're saying it's 10 seconds per room or some shit. So I mean, that's you can
so
fly
you gotta
through.
murder or you gotta speed run.
Yeah. And how's the combat then? Is it like you're injecting a ton of ammo into someone, or is everybody like
N-
one shot kill and you move
They
on?
start putting like more beefy, but it's never to the point where you're like, come on. It never gets there. That's what makes it fun.
Oh, okay.
They start adding like shielded people. You can kick them, and then they move their shield, and you shoot them, or there's a perk where you can take their shield and start running through people.
That's crazy. Okay. It's just go 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 is
Mm-hmm.
the design
Every
here.
few floors they start adding new uh like platforming stuff you can use.
Hmm.
Start adding like a wall that you can run on. You're doing that, jumping over things, kicking them out of the way, kicking them into each other. It's like I said, everything I said there, and I guess Mirror's Edge if you had a stagnant or a static cam in what
Okay.
you're doing.
I see what you mean.
The sound, the visual, it's such a weird amalgamation of like Saturday morning cartoon with like the Hotline Miami aesthetic,
Yeah.
but then like Contra or like Super Nintendo all combined, and that shit looks
Really cool.
weird, gorgeous, awesome.
Oh, okay. Weird Gorgeous Awesome's a new one.
Um, it's voiced. So besides the quips, the characters are talking to you.
Oh,
So like
okay.
the bad, they're talking shit to you. The lady who's basically set up the story
Yeah.
talks to you every floor. Um, Everybody does a good job for what they're supposed to do. Like they got the assignment and they nailed it.
So
Soundtrack,
I was gonna
bro.
ask
What I'm
you,
telling you,
is it like Russian club John Wick music or
so Hotline Miami slash Russian club music.
oh shit. Okay.
That shit goes.
Off?
What I'm telling you, I beat the game and I didn't realize I was sweating through my shirt.
Damn. Well, I mean you had 2 hours of can I survive this tower?
Yeah, you're going crazy. You're trying to survive. The music's pumping. The
Hmm.
visuals look cool, and you're just trying to get through it.
You're trying
And
to get to it. That's what I want to hear. A classic game
the
design
game
here, bro.
oozes
Just get through it.
personality, and
Uh-huh.
it's like short. I mean, you can do the endless mode if you want to just keep running through it. I didn't,
I'm sure
and
there's
I
people
think
who's trying to see who gets like the most floors or something.
when you get to the ending, it puts you into endless mode immediately. I think to get an achievement, I was supposed to go back to the story and do something,
Oh.
but technically I beat it because credits, and then they say, "Oh, go here," and it's
Uh-huh.
like endless mode. So
You might have forgotten to go claim like
I didn't realize because I uninstalled after.
damn. So he's Brian sped run install, finished it to uninstall.
Um,
Okay, I'll check it out
Everything
then.
in the game has personality. The main bad guy, there's a part in the story where they monologue. Again, chef's kiss.
Oh, nice.
Um, After a while, it just it never feels stale. And for the 2.2 hours that I played the game,
Mm-hmm.
I really have no complaints.
Okay. It's so I mean you recommend it then. You don't need any online.
Highly.
It's just so when it gets released on physical, it sounds like it's an easy buy.
Buy on physical, I
Oh,
guess, if it
yeah.
doesn't already exist.
Yeah.
If they release the soundtrack, I highly recommend listening to that shit. Um,
Did they put it on DSP? Are they on Spotify and stuff or no?
I'm about to check right now.
Because I mean that'd be an
Uh,
easier way to check out the soundtrack.
oh shit. Yep,
An official
yep.
or did somebody put a playlist together?
Mullet Madjack original soundtrack.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that shit.
Slaps, cool. I'll play it first and then I'll listen to the because I don't want to go in there knowing the soundtrack. I want it to just hit me as I'm playing.
Um, unless like unless first person gives you anxiety or like fast paced games like that give you some kind of negative feeling. That's
Yeah,
the only people I would say don't play this. But I loved it.
I
I
feel it.
went from memeing the name because it was shown at the showcase
Yeah,
in May, I think it was. I
yeah.
just kept saying Mullet Madjack, and then you ended up getting it. So I was like, fuck it, let me try it.
Uh huh.
I'm happy. I'm happy
Nah,
I did.
it goes from meme to master, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You are the Mullet Madjack now.
There's like it's the
Madjack,
little
sorry, not
things like
Mudjack.
you get to a part in the game where it's like, oh, like it'll scan you and then a door opens
Mm-hmm.
and it shows it doesn't like change the camera angle, but it shows your face on the scanner and you see the guy go like this. So his face is always like this. He's always pissed with shades in a mullet, and he's like, then you see him this, and you see it go like this.
Yeah. Oh, what the hell? Just a middle
I don't
finger
know.
coming in off camera.
I love it. That's definitely a get it done in one stream kind of thing. If you ever want to hit play,
Yeah.
I easy top five for me. So,
Oh, damn. What's the rest on the list?
um, shouldn't that be spoilers?
Yeah. Speaking of spoilers, we're probably going to talk about The Boys season 4 finale. So if you haven't
Mm.
seen it, go watch the finale and then come back and watch this, or be spoiled and enjoy it. Be spoiled by us. That is it. That is your warning. Godspeed. I don't know how long into the episode we'll get off of this, but you gotta roll the dice. Maybe the YouTube auto chapter generation thing might work and properly chapters us up.
Mm.
Who knows? Anywho, The Boys season 4 as a whole. I think it was like what, 8 episodes?
I think so.
Yeah, 8 episodes. Pretty okay, I think. Season overall. I like the Jeffrey Dean Morgan. He did it fantastic. He was doing his self, I think, because I've seen him do that, and he's really good at it. Which is that just what he played in this. Um, I don't know what's his name. So I guess spoilers to who Jeffrey Dean Morgan is. It's just a hallucination, but they had me for that hallucination for a good amount of time. I'm like, oh shit! Not until he saw, I think it was Becca, where I'm like, is that guy real? And then I never doubled down and questioned it.
Mm-hmm.
And then sure shit, when it came time, and he's like, "What are you talking about, idiot? I'm not real." And then it's like, "What?" So he was talking to himself in front of like the scientist or whatever. Uh,
It was a good way to reveal it when he responds to the other hallucination,
yeah.
and they hit it well because anytime that he's on there, it's because they're setting up grimy shit that no one's around to
Then
hear.
yeah, that's why I believed it because he kept saying, "Hey, we had history or whatever. We were the guys who did shit." And I'm like, all right, then this guy is just he works in the shadows or something, right?
Mm.
So I never questioned it, but like you're right, it was cool to see that unveil or the yeah that unveil. I don't know. I thought the rest was okay. Like Frenchie had his weird thing with like coming clean to the dude whose parents he killed or whatever.
Nothing came of it.
Yeah, like he what we thought exactly would happen. Hey man, you killed whatever, stay away from me or whatever the fuck, and then that's it. And it's like all right,
They introduced the character, so we
yeah,
never see him before. Tell us this thing that we're supposed to give a shit. It gets resolved, and it never becomes an issue.
yeah. Like it wasn't resolved. It was more like why did you do this, and then they just broke up. And it's like okay, but you just us like the people watching. It's like you just met that guy, so or I guess you've known him for longer, but
We just met that guy, basically.
we it's like, I don't know. Yeah. I'm like, all right. So that his arc, I didn't really care for. Uh, Kimiko's had that a little bit of backstory with like her being raised as a fighter, and then she made the beef with the girl who she slashed up.
Yeah, and then nothing really became of it. She's like, "Hey, this is why I hate you," and
Yeah,
then left.
and then they left, and it's like okay, I guess they're saving everything for one more season, I guess.
Yeah, they went out and said that the next season is the final season.
So whatever that
I
is, will
honestly think for
probably
good reason.
yeah, we're getting to the point where it's like these guys are so big bad, but they haven't done big bad things in 4 whole seasons. Like we know they're capable of doing it, but it hasn't been until like the last 10 minutes of this finale where it's like okay, now they're taking over. It's like this is what we were here for, right?
Mm-hmm.
The tipping point of okay, Homelander's had it, we're gonna just rule this planet, right? Now we're sort of getting there. Cool. That was a weird way to write out Simon Pegg, the dad.
Mm-hmm.
I, like it was just to wrap it up so he just like never needs to come back or like what.
I don't know. And then
And that one was okay.
the
That little
the
arc was
mother's
okay.
there, and then all right, it just seemed like they try to give everybody get like a half-ass. Let's give them something to do until the reason we made this season.
Until the
That's what it felt
finale
like.
of this episode, like that finale was crazy. It was
Yeah, like
it was an easy. It was like such a win. I'm like, oh, finally, like something was happening.
The only person that I feel like had something worthwhile the entire season is probably Butcher. Butcher, and then what they try to do with little shit. Um,
Oh, Ryan.
yeah,
Yeah, that was the biggest one that worked. That's the biggest arc that works. I'm like, okay, Butcher does have some shit that he's needs to get through because he's apparently going to die. Like it seems very finite. Like oh, he's gonna die because of
hmm
this thing. So we don't have that much time.
and then the decision with him for the end, the finale, I was like, one, this is stupid. Two, why did he have to take the one thing that I looked forward to every time I watched an episode?
And just destroyed in front of us. I'm like, what is the play here? I don't know. I mean, the only people left is I mean, because they had a little montage at the end there, and it was them getting captured, and the only person that escaped was Butcher and uh
And Annie,
Annie, I think, right? Because Kimiko got taken, right? Frenchie got taken, and unless keep and then
Frenchie got brainwashed.
yeah,
Kimiko got stuck with fucking Superboy.
that's what it was. Yeah, forgot about
Uh,
Superboy from Gen V.
Mother's Milk got dick slapped.
Yep, in the bathroom. I remember that.
Uh, I did like there's bits and pieces that I liked, and then ultimately I'm like, we needed one episode this season. Is really what it felt like. I liked that the lady from the asylum's back, the bald headed Magneto.
Yeah,
I was happy that they're reusing her.
same
The guy, okay, it's a gag, no pun intended. I already hated the characters who shifted sides from what's the name of the show?
from Gen V.
From Gen V. So to see them align, like I already don't like them. So when they came on screen, I'm already like, all right.
Of course, you're like, all right, the guys I don't like are the bad guys. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy.
Yeah,
It's just gonna be easier to do from now
yeah, that
on.
easy.
Yeah.
Um, Annie's whole side thing, I didn't give a shit about. The lady who's feeding breast milk, didn't give a shit about her as a character.
As
Um,
feeding breast milk.
what's her name? Firecracker.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think she's just pregnant
No, I think she got
because she.
somehow she has the disease in her, the virus. I think that's what I had.
Oh, I thought it was because I'm assuming they started getting you know getting a little sexual there. So
I think
maybe
they would have
he.
showed it.
I mean, that's I think the way to set up a surprise for next season or something. I don't know. I don't know for sure. And she mentioned it
Uh,
was like the doing the lactating stuff, and I'm like, what? That makes sense to me, but what do I know?
hmm
Anywho,
Um, who else? Yeah, anything I didn't give a shit about, and then the whole reaction to the shape shifting thing. One, that's a interesting way to do it. Where like you just overheat, and that's the reason for the ripping. It's gross, but it's an interesting way to do it.
but I also liked the whole Annie or her knowing it, like her getting to act like the bad guy because she was playing Starlight for like 3 seasons now. I'm sure it's
hmm
fun to just be an ass, and that one went through well. That's what she is enjoying and believable.
Yeah, but her reaction to Huey not knowing, it's like,
Yeah, it's like she is literally a copy paste of you, and I'm like, let's not dwell on it. Let's not make this a huge thing. And it looks like they didn't, so that's good because I'm like, yo, he legit didn't know, and that when
hmm
he figured it out. And that was also written weird because he's like, I didn't know. And then he's like, oh, the first time I noticed it wasn't you. And it's like, so you noticed since that first time and then kept it moving after?
he's like that. I don't know. He could be like, that's weird. And then he wore her outfit and they banged.
Yeah. Holy
Um,
shit.
like I don't know if there's anything I missed. They got rid of a whole whatever they do with Tech Knight, and I don't know how it's like in the comics, but in Gen V, interesting character could be a huge issue.
Yeah.
Nullified him with something dumb. Same thing here, except he's gone now.
Yeah, now he looks like he's forever gone. So unless they start introducing, that's kind of what I kind of liked a little bit of this season because they were showing off what's her name's how smart she is and the steps she can take. Like
hmm
obviously she took so many steps ahead of the plan. It seems like it's working out for her. And then also the shape shifting stuff. Like I'd like to see more different soups. We got the same ones the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, well, there's still a whole, especially if you're trying to convince us there's so many to that Homelander's gonna have, on their list. Like I'd like to have that. Who are the good guys? Who are the bad guys? Look, and we don't. Well, we just know it's the seven so far, and maybe A Train will probably turn. I don't know who else will turn, but we don't. I don't see the numbers to be like, why are we scared? Because there's a whole bunch of soups out there apparently
Yeah,
that
apparently
work.
they John Wicked the boys essentially, but they hit out that everyone's gonna be doing shit. I don't even know who. I guess A Train. I don't know if they're gonna bring Maeve back. She's like, I gotta help with this. I don't know.
I mean, if what's his name? Spoilers again. Survived it, which I knew it because there's no way that man's gonna do just one season.
Soldier Boy.
But yeah, Soldier Boy. I'm like, he has to come back sometime, and sure shit, that ends with, hey, he's still alive, and Homelander knows it.
Well,
Like,
she's just did the hey, I'm gonna start a family deuces.
yeah, so she might get pulled back in to have like a bad bitch moment with Annie and, well, if Newman wasn't fucking destroyed, I would say Newman as well, but
That's something that pissed me off the most. Now what?
it's gonna be her kid doing her tentacle thing.
That
That's
looks so
that power
stupid to me.
is. I'm like, oh, it's gross, bro.
That shit looks so dumb to me.
It's because it's so like apparently CG that it looks funny to me when I see when it happens because it'll happen just and like she'll do it real fast and the little things come out. And I'm like, that looks so CG. Like it doesn't even. Which, well, I mean, I don't know what the other option is, but it just looks funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Homelander didn't have any like huge moments like he did last season.
It's to the point I don't even care when he's on screen. Like before, oh, someone's probably gonna die, and now we know, hey, someone's gonna die, but no one important.
Yeah, because everyone he's knocking out is ain't none of the big wigs. So
The whole reasoning of the Ryan is stupid. The whole approach, like, hey, let me tell him we're gonna lock him in, and let me just stand right in front of here instead of actually talk him through it.
yeah, and then
Oh,
what
I'm part of the wall now.
I forgot. Yeah, and we lost her too. I always forget she's in it, and then she shows up in the screen. Like, oh, that's right. It's Grace. It's Grace, right?
Yeah, Mallory, Grace
Mallory.
Mallory,
Yeah,
something like that.
something like that. Those are the go-to names for that kind of character. So, uh, what's I gonna say? Yeah, so when she came up, I'm like, okay, I guess they're planning something. And then the second she's like, we can't let you go," and she stood in front of him, I'm like, this is how they're gonna write her out. That he snaps and pushes her. Okay.
But meanwhile, MM and Huey can take a push from the doppelganger
Yeah,
and then get back up.
and get up, no problem.
I guess it's to show there's levels to the strength, but I don't know.
They just needed to write her out. I guess that's it. Uh, what was I gonna mention? Oh, seeing Will Ferrell as Coach Brink was funny.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
Me neither. So, but when they showed up, when he was doing the fake movie, that made me laugh. That's it. I don't know. I'm kind of just like you, just waiting for the end to happen here because this one seems like we were kind of circling. Not much, not much happened besides what Grace is gone, and now so is Newman.
Yeah, Papa gone, Grace gone. Unfortunately, Newman's gone. Rest in peace.
Yep,
But I'm
R.I.P.
devastated by this.
Yeah, and then that's it. And I think A Train's flipped, so that's good. They have another soup on their side, and
I'm
then
curious to see if the new rock stars has like episode things for this. I
uh,
haven't seen them in a long time because I haven't been watching MCU stuff.
I'm right there with you. I was about to say the same thing. I have not watched the show, an episode on that channel in a while, so I'm sure they have stuff for all the boy stuff.
Might just for giggles peep that, but I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. If you've been with it up until now, it's sort of more the same, but I don't see a lot happening here because a lot was, I guess, getting started here for whatever the next season's going to be to end it. Uh, that's about it. for the boys. If you've been watching it, this hasn't given me a reason to stop watching it. Just a little, getting a little burnt out of the loop we're in, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was I gonna say? Oh, a quick one. I started playing X Defiant over the weekend because I don't have Call of Duty, and I'm just like, hey, let me give Ubisoft's a try. And it's pretty much what if Ubisoft characters were in their Call of Duty like game, right? With some special, I think there's like one ability or two ability. You have an ult and like an ability per faction that you're in. It's not the characters within the faction. Um, I don't know. It plays like Call of Duty, man. That's all. Like, whether it's good or bad, that's up to you, listener. I think if you enjoy that kind of gameplay, it's what like 6v6 or something, maybe a little more, maybe even more than that. But it's that kind of arena type of shooter. It's not a battle royale. It's just here's a map, go do team deathmatch. They had other game modes like like from TF2 the oh my god payload.
Mm-hmm.
They had a payload one. I've done Crazy King of the Hill, uh, just regular old team deathmatch, uh, domination. They have like pretty much the same stuff you've been seeing in Call of Duty games, except with Ubisoft's spin on progression. So like you can unlock weapons just by doing like, hey, with any assault rifle do this much damage, or any assault rifle, get this amount of headshots. Like they give it a little broader, so they're not like Call of Duty where they kind of force you to grind to do the same challenges for the same shit uh for every gun.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of group it up into with the type of guns. So like here's the assault rifle challenges, here are the SMG challenges. It doesn't matter which ones you use, which is nice. And then just like in Call of Duty, you can update or upgrade the guns
Like with
individually.
ACOGs and all that shit.
Say again.
Like with ACOGs and like attachments.
Yep. And you unlock that by shooting up. You know what I'm saying? That's it. If you like Call of Duty games, you'll definitely enjoy X Defiant. It's got just and you can unlock more factions and or faction characters, things like that. It has a battle pass, the whole shebang. Especially if you're like deep into like Ubisoft's world. If you play like all the Ubisoft games, you'll be right at home here. Factions and characters you've seen before in all the other games are here.
You play as the characters or they just exist?
A little both. To double check. The factions exist. I don't know if the actual characters are in it. I have to double check
I think
the
you are.
lineup. No, I don't know off the top of my head. But I'm sure
I
that
think I
that
do.
I'm sure that's gonna be future content. Like, oh, play as Voss or something from this fact. You know what I'm saying? From the faction of whatever Far Cry, try like thing they bring in,
It'd be funny if they did it like Battlefront, or if you're going off, it lets you play as your factions.
like villain or
Yeah.
yeah, that would be pretty cool. Damn, dude, if Battlefront 2 was better supported, I don't know. That game looks great. Even now, I've seen people like make videos and post it on YouTube of like just gameplay of Battlefield or Battlefront 2.
Mm-hmm.
Looks fantastic. Oh my god. Oh, you did some homework. You did the Caliucci's album.
Yep.
So,
Um,
your thoughts?
I've always liked her music. I don't know if I've ever listened to a whole project from her,
This is
but
your
I
first
listened.
time you've listened to a whole project? That's
It
not
might
true.
be that I can think of.
I thought you listened to the one where it's her in the middle, yellow background with an orange.
Red Moon and Venus.
I think that's the one.
I don't think I did. I think I just heard the song with Don Toliver.
Oh,
Looking at it now, I don't think I heard it.
then disregard. I thought you heard that one already.
Um, 14 tracks.
Yeah.
I hearted one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, seven. Half of them. There's no song I hated.
Okay.
Good time. Like she has that recipe of what she's good at, and she kind of I wouldn't say she sticks to it, as in like she doesn't deviate or try new things.
But she always injects what she's good at into it.
Mm-hmm.
All of the stuff she's trying.
Like she has her sound, and then whatever she tries, it's her doing this sound
Yeah.
in a good way. Not, uh, I guess the example of when I don't like it is when artists only have one niche, and then they kind of like when someone has one niche, and then they're also tailored to pop music, so you just hear this thing nonstop. My
Okay.
examples are Adam Levine from
Okay.
Maroon 5. I like his voice. I like uh She Will Be There.
Uh
Still
huh.
like that song.
Right.
But after a while I just did not look for his music whatsoever because it was just that
Oh.
and everything. Same thing too. I don't remember her name right now. She's the one that she has a song with Khalid, I think. I can see her face and I cannot remember her name right now.
I don't know who you're talking about. Or I think she's a
Oh
song
my
with
gosh.
Normani.
No, I said Khalid.
Yeah, Khalid. They have.
It's not Normani. No, no, no.
Okay.
I thought you said she's in a song with Normani. Ah, she used to date what the hell's that the white rapper guy's name who looks very Italian.
A white rapper who looks very.
G-Eazy.
G.
I can God, it's bothering me. If I type in G-Eazy, I'm pretty sure they had a popular single. Halsey.
Oh.
She's talented, but
Uh
her
huh.
voice after a while I kind of don't look for her music.
That's a small. That's in doses artist that you
Yeah.
have. Okay,
Um
that's fair.
Caliucci's the opposite. I can listen to her for hours, then be fine with
And
it.
be fine. Yeah, I'm with you there.
Um, yeah, there's a bit of how she normally does music, kind of like that's the thing. It's hard to even explain. It's like Tame Impala. If Tame Impala did ballads in Spanish,
Okay, That's a pretty good way to sum that up.
um,
There is some actual like merengue and stuff in there too. I think there's one or
mm-hmm,
two tracks that are a merengue and a salsa or something.
yeah. All in all, great listen.
Uh huh.
Keep going off.
All right, you got the you got the two thumbs up.
Yeah, the only down like if you don't like listening to languages that you don't understand,
Uh
that's
huh.
the only person I would think that doesn't like this.
Oh, okay. So I mean that's a pretty high review then. I don't know what scale that is, but hey, if you okay to listen to speech,
Yeah, if you are okay with not understanding what she says,
uh
if
huh.
you're a non-Spanish speaker
Mm-hmm.
but okay with hearing Spanish,
This is
this
for
should be
you.
good. Yeah,
Yeah, gotcha. I mean, we can roll that in real quick to Childish Gambino's. Because boy, did I
go
have a
for it.
fantastic time listening to that album. You downplayed it when I asked you. He's like, "Oh, he did some variety stuff." Up, nah, dude. There's some stuff here.
I said it was interesting.
Yeah, like that's underselling it to me. It's interesting, nah, bro. This is you got to listen to it. Yeah, I enjoyed a lot of the top half. I think there's one or two in the later half I need to add to the library, but I just haven't yet.
Where do you mark the half? At number 9 or 8?
Like at 8, I think 8 or 9.
What's
Yeah,
half of 17? Eight and
half.
a half.
Yeah, so that's why I said 8 or 9.
I would say 9. Let me see. So 8,
Yeah,
and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so 9 is the middle, right?
sure.
I think I ended up partying more near the last half than the first half.
Really, there's some stuff that he has in the last half where, oh, like the Advocate. I'm gonna like. I remember I like that one. I think Happy Survival is a really good just instrumental, right? Is that what it was?
I have it hearted. I don't remember.
Gotcha. A Place Where Love Goes was good too. So never mind. I might have some more to like because I was listening to it on the car drive as well, and I couldn't like some stuff near the end there. But
Happy Survival sounds exactly how I would have thought it would have because I saw Karangbin.
uh huh.
This is the kind of it's like you're in a desert,
In a
but you
meditative
have
spot.
water.
Yeah, you're like in a meditative state. That is
Yeah.
the instrumental one then. 'Cause that one's there for a bit. Um, yeah, dude, I enjoy a lot of this. Like, there's some songs that I just didn't add to the library because I'm like, oh no, this is a little annoying. Like
It,
it's not that it's bad. It's like okay for a first listen of an album, like okay, cool. But I don't see myself picking this, right? Lithonia was awesome because I've he's been teasing that one the most. So that one was easily in my head with the Cody LeRae part in the beginning.
I didn't hear any of it until the album came out. That song.
That's wild. I've heard it. I've heard bits and pieces. I heard that Cody LeRae, the first part. That's what he used to tease something was coming. And
Mm.
then when they started playing, and then he released the single, and I'm like, all right, let me listen to it because it sounds like it's gonna be something weird. And then it goes into that rock. I'm like, whoa, what's happening? And I enjoyed that one a lot because I know he did a good job with the rock stuff.
I liked it.
Yeah, there's another one he did that wasn't rock, but
The Advocate.
it was Dadvocate then that has like the legit instrumental, like drum, guitars and stuff. Yeah, okay. Uh, what else was dope here? I don't even. Real Love was awesome. In the Night was fantastic. The Yoshinoya one was
I
awesome.
like the first. I ended up hearting it.
Which
What was
one?
this one? Yoshinoya.
That's one when he starts going into the hip like his old
I wish he
mixtape
split
days.
it. Yeah, I like both halves. So I wish
Uh
he
huh.
just split it though.
That sounded like something from Royalty with the way the instrumental was going. Uh
I think so far that I could think of, there's one very big standout, and it's the 7 minute song. It's No Excuses. I fucking
oh
love that.
yeah, the No Excuses was really good too with Mr. Ludwig.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was the first half. I think had a little more of a more hype in the first half here. So in the second half, I got to go back and because I remember I did like the Advocate and I think Running Around with Fushi. I think it is Fouché. How do you pronounce that?
I don't know.
Well,
I was
apologize for that.
expecting to like that one. I didn't heart it.
Oh, or like yeah, In the Night is really good with Georgia Smith and Amari. Like the features he picked were really good because they definitely like supported the tracks they were on.
In
Really
the
good
Night's
work.
up there for me as well. It's R&B hall, and that's me.
Yeah, that's you.
It's
Uh,
me.
I mean, if it is the last one, like he said it is, that he's doing, well, I think it's a really good one to end on. I enjoyed a lot of the tracks on there.
It's an interesting way. Today is the last one. Let me dive into everything that I wanted to try. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I see. He did a type of song for each track, and it still was. He did it his way, and it sounded really nice. I am digging it. And then the random, I think, movie lines that we'll see in the future. So he has like a trailer of his movie in it because you can
I can
hear
sing.
lines. Yeah, I can sing. You're so useless. So we'll see that movie. I mean, we like seeing Donald Glover stuff, so we'll be there. What's it called? I think renewed for a second season, so we'll see him in that. To Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I haven't seen the first season.
Check it out.
Forgot it existed until you just said it.
There you go. If you're looking for something to watch.
I gotta finish. I'm 2
Did
episodes
you
away from finishing
finish?
Ripley.
Okay. I was just gonna mention because I think you talked about it before. Well, I guess you'll talk about it when you're done watching it, but excuse me. Um, that's all I got for the Childish Gambino. I highly recommend it. It's not a long play. I think it's like what 50 minutes. No, it's an hour, almost
Yeah,
exactly. It just says an hour for me. I don't know if it's literally an hour flat, which would be fun, but
I can tell you right now. Actually, it's
I,
actually an hour and 19 seconds. But who's counting?
damn, that's unfortunate.
Out of the 17 songs, I ended up partying 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 of them.
Okay. I think I have, yeah, I got 7 now, and I still got like 2 more to like, so we'll be on the same ballpark, I guess. But you'll probably like some more on the bottom than the top.
From the first half, so above 9. That's what we
Hmm.
said. I heard it 3.
That's insane to me, Brian. You need Jesus. Anyway, that's all I got on it. I'm assuming you recommend it as well.
Yeah, it's interesting. You probably find
something you like in there.
But find something you like in it.
Yeah,
If not, hey, you experimented. Good for you.
and it only costs you an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see where we can jump around here because you got a lot of music here, right? Actually, tell me about Cigarettes After Sex because that sounds like a great band name.
Let me just start by saying I didn't think it would sound like this.
Uh huh.
Um, I think it's one guy.
Oh,
I don't
okay,
know. I don't know if he does
cool.
like the musical side of things or he's just the voice. I don't know. I only heard one voice.
Oh, I mean,
uh,
you could probably look that up though.
I don't know if I want to search the band
Oh,
name.
I mean, you could. I mean, in Spotify,
I don't have Spotify Freak.
you can still access to that, like the information. Like, go to open.spotify.com and just search an artist.
I
Like,
don't
I
believe in
don't
Spotify.
think. Oh, okay. Well, if that's the case,
Spotify isn't real.
oh, I'm using AI to make the music in my head.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they have a track that's 1 billion plays already.
From the album.
Not from no from an older album.
Oh,
No, they get high plays. Who are these people? Who is this?
it's Cigarettes After Sex.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
gonna Google it and then Godspeed.
It's 3 people, bro. There's 3 people in this photo.
Okay. American Dream pop band from Texas.
What does that mean? Tell me about this music, Brian, because by the amount of people who listen to this, I'm missing out.
Um, how do I explain this?
That it's probably.
So obviously I've never heard them prior to this, and the name of the band is what made me want to click it.
Yep,
Typical MO for me.
yep.
10 tracks, 37 minutes, so a little more than half an hour. I ended up hearting 6 out of the 10.
Damn.
Um,
Okay.
it the best way to explain it,
Mm-hmm.
and this is still uh, pretty vague, is Echoes of Silence, that kind of vibe, but with more of like an indie singer-songwriting lyrics.
Like, what we talking? Like, we talking like Taylor Swift or Olivia or
No, I don't really call Olivia's probably the only one out of the people we named that's more singer-songwritery, but uh, like none of them. Like a okay, so think think
Girl in Red?
Echoes of Silence,
Okay.
right? Take the instrumental, the vibe of that.
Yep.
You put the vibe of Creep by Radiohead,
Uh huh.
and then maybe a little bit of Girl in Red.
Ah, okay. That's a
It's like
weird
very
combination.
ethereal, like open spaced kind of singer songwriting kind of music.
All right.
It's hard to explain, but I enjoyed a good portion of it.
All right. I'm gonna have to check this out. I mean, the name.
Uh,
Yeah, dude. Hey, you gotta go see the Cigarettes After Sex concert. What?
I don't remember there being a song I hated. A lot of times it was maybe like in order they're just shy of getting the heart, and it might have been maybe the way the chorus is set up, something like that. But there's no song that I hated.
Ah, okay.
It's a good time. Uh, I wouldn't listen to it if you're doing something high octane because this you're not gonna pay attention to the music in this. More
Oh,
so
because
like
it's
if you're
slower pace. Got it.
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so if you're just vibing out or something, I'll probably give it a shot while listening to or while playing Diablo or something. I can lower Diablo enough so I can just hear the music.
If you like speed metal or things that are high octane, this isn't for you.
Okay, gotcha.
Um,
It's not like a
that
drug. If you're
the
into
only
speed metal,
if it's less than 45 minutes is barely that much of a commitment. I would give it a shot. But not if you're doing something that's a high energy, or else you're gonna kind
it's,
of just become idle sounds.
it's not even 40 minutes, bro. It's
Yeah,
like
it's not even 40
it's
minutes.
not even 40 minutes. 37, dude. Like, you
It's not
can
even
do it.
38 minutes.
It's not even 38 minutes. You might as well watch. You might as well listen to it.
Honestly,
It might change your
might as well
life.
watch it with your ears.
I just imagine someone's eyeballs coming out of their ear
You know that one guy from Pan's Labyrinth.
with in his hands. Yeah, that was a cool little design.
I remember the movie and I enjoyed it. I
Uh
think
huh.
that you and Dad might have fallen asleep, and I was like, oh, that's weird, but he's not doing anything, Noor. And then the entire thing's like, it's like if Alice in Wonderland was on like some kind of shrooms and you're paranoid, but nothing really bad happened. And out of nowhere, at the end of the movie,
But
this guy
everything
gets
looks
the
really.
shit beat out of his face with a gun, and they show the face, and you see his skull demorph. And I'm like, why did that? Why did they show that? That that's the
Out of all
only
the
not
weird,
necessary thing.
yeah, out of all the weird shit that's happened here, why are you showing me this guy's battered head? I don't know. That's so weird. How did we get to? How do we get here?
Oh, the eyes of the ears,
Got it.
and then
And then the
everybody's
hand.
gone.
Yeah. I'm like, how the hell did we end up talking about Pan's Labyrinth? I do have to rewatch that. It's been so long, and I might have fell asleep like you mentioned.
It's solid. The only thing that was
Just
the movie's jarring, but the
one.
one thing I'm like, there's this had no business. There's the guy getting fucking curb stomped by the butt of a rifle
Somebody
for
was,
a while.
yeah. So the head was mushed. That's wild. Oh man, this is what happens when you jump around. I forgot the stuff that we already talked. Oh no, actually, you gotta talk to me about Joel and Randy.
I heard that today actually. Um, I was like, what do I want to listen to that's new? And I scrolled through like the new album section on Tidal,
Uh huh.
and I got there, and I'm like, fuck it, they're on Young Miko's album. I like the song that they're on. Let me hit play on this.
Yeah.
Right. Overall, it's very made for summer kind of body of work. It's 56 minutes,
Ah,
not an hour,
I
but
see
the
what you
whole thing
mean.
is like very summer vibey.
To try to get some plays over the
Yeah.
summer. That makes sense.
What was interesting is the song that they decided to start the album with is probably the furthest thing from the rest of the album.
What what does that
So
mean?
it's like a reggae song,
Okay.
and then the rest of it's what you would assume. It's some kind of dancey or like reggaeton music. But the first song was reggae, light ska vibe to it.
Okay, that's weird.
I like that song quite a bit. Um, 16 tracks. I hearted one, two, three, four of them.
Mm-hmm.
There was some songs that I was like, all right, and I skipped. But overall, there's nothing that if you played it, I'd probably swing at you. There's a song on here.
Uh huh.
Maybe 30 seconds in, I skipped it. They just kept saying, "Is the name of the song? It's the second to last song, "Sexy Sensual," and they just
Sexy
kept,
sensual.
yeah, and he just kept saying that for like a good 10 seconds. I'm like, I just skipped the song.
Yeah, like that. I would have. You waited 10 seconds for that.
I was like, maybe it's gonna
After sec.
stop it.
No, no. 5 seconds of sexy sensual. I'm good. That's
There's a
bad.
lot of songs that I almost did heart, and then they kind of overstayed their welcome, or they got weird. Like there's a portion of it I don't like.
It got weird. Is what you're gonna
I was
say?
gonna say it got weird. There's one that I like the instrumental, I like the cadence, and then there's a little brief intermission where it tries to become like a club EDM Spanish song,
Uh huh.
and then it goes back into what it was, and I don't want to hear this part. I
Oh,
want
you
to hear the beginning and end parts.
gotcha. I mean, it sounds like you can make a remix and put it on SoundCloud,
I guess.
and then you can make that.
But overall, it's solid. It's definitely a summer's here kind of album. If you like
Well,
Joel and Randy, if you like reggaeton, real music, might as well give it a shot.
I don't think the P came out, so it sounded like you just sounded like a car starting up saying "reo" on it.
Yeah, there you go. If you like that.
Okay. Um, I guess before you keep, you still have like two more things, huh?
uh,
Yeah, you do. You got dos. But before you do that, a word from our. I don't have a sponsor. I'm just kidding. I played Little Kitty Big City, and if you said that out loud, you'd want to play it too. That's why I hit it. So I installed. It's on Game Pass. It's on Game Pass, so I installed it on the Xbox and started playing through it. It's a very chill platformer where you do cat shit. You collect stuff to dress your cat up. You also get some more uh sort not Metroidvania, but like, hey, now you can climb. vines for longer, like stamina bar upgrades, so you can start exploring the city more and more and finding more shit. And there's like little quests, like hey, take this somewhere else. Hey, knock this over. Uh, get to this area over here. Simple stuff. I hadn't finished it yet. There's maybe some more mechanics later on, but from what I played, not bad. You're a cat in the city. You're doing some platforming. Then you can do cat like shit. The animation works the same. Like the movement feels like a cat. So I don't know how to explain that without you playing it. You're like, oh, okay, I know what he means now. Like it animates like a cat. So when you're controlling it, it does too. Like you're controlling where the front two legs are, and then the back leg is sort of just follows. There's no way to. Yeah, I know that doesn't make any sense, but when you start playing it, you're gonna be like, okay, I get it. Yeah, I'm telling you. Anyway, uh, but that's cool. It's a chill game. Like if this is on Switch, it's easily a good Switch game to have portal or Steam Link. A Steam Link game will is a portable one. You can do a quest or something, or just be a cat for like 10 minutes and be like, all right, cool. Or put a hat. Like I unlocked one that's like a dog mask, so I'm just walking around like like a cat trying to be a dog because that'd be funny. And that's it. If you haven't tried Little Kitty Big City, it's on Game Pass. I definitely recommend it for a chill time. Are you gonna run out and install it, Brian?
Nope.
Yeah, I figured. So tell me about Rema.
Um, trying to think of where I've heard of him before. I've heard songs from him before. I, I'm pretty sure that's the
Yeah, last year.
"Baby Come Down."
Yes, that's the
Right.
exact same one. Yeah, I think that was last year, the year before that.
I've heard him from things before that. Pushes hipster glasses.
Damn, he was
Um,
there before us,
but out of
man.
nowhere, I I remember when I heard it. If it was before or after the, alright, it was before
Uh
Childish
huh.
Gambino album. I saw that he released something new. It's less than half an hour. I was like, fuck it, hit play. It's kind of the same vibe, more higher energy version of what you've heard the Come Down song.
Okay.
It starts very interesting in the sense that it sounds like it's 16-bit music, but with that kind of Caribbean Afro beat kind of cadence on it.
Uh huh.
And then it's kind of how it goes. It doesn't really slow down at all.
Oh, and how long is the play time for this?
Less than half an hour.
So it's like is it like an EP or something, or
I don't know.
I mean,
It's not.
the quality over quantity. So like, it's all if that's all he needed, and the whole thing is
Hmm.
consistent, and so it's like one of those you hit play, you don't got to worry about any track. You're not skipping anything. You're not like ugh.
There's songs. So no song I hated, but there's some I'm like, shouldn't have done this.
Hmm.
Didn't heart. So out of the 10, 11 tracks, I hearted one, two, three, five of them. Uh,
But I mean, as a whole, then, because if
yeah,
it's
he did
10 tracks and it's less than
7.
30 minutes, man.
It's 11 tracks.
11, sorry.
That's 30. There's no reason not to listen to it unless you only like whisper jazz. I don't know.
Whisper jazz. That's that a real? Hold on.
I don't know if it's real.
Whisper
I hope it is.
jazz. I just searched Google Whisper jazz, and George Michael Careless Whisper came up.
There you go. If you only listen to Careless Whisper, this isn't for you.
George Michael is whisper jazz.
Which is funny because he does anything but whisper in that song.
Yep. George Michael is whisper jazz.
That's
I,
the name of this episode.
yep.
There you
And
go.
I wrote it down because I did not want to forget that. That's so stupid. Why is he the first shit that comes up?
um, it's really all I can say about it. It's just higher energy
Dance
Afro
hall.
beats kind of music.
Oh, okay. I think you're done with the music for this music minute. Been knocking them out, dude.
There you
Let's say thank you.
go.
There you go.
There you go, man.
You
You ready,
still,
bro?
you still, yeah. You You sound like if you're playing that character for like in New York or Chicago, or like the sketchy uncle who comes in with expensive toys for his nephews, and he's like, "Yeah, I got you this, whatever. Here you go." And it's like, "How did you afford this?" There you go.
There it is.
There it is.
You're welcome.
Oh shit. Speaking of which has nothing to do with it. How was Evo? Since you watched most of it,
Evo. So it's always like
hype.
a pleasure. Evo weekend's always fun.
Yeah,
Sit there, wait for announcements. Get sad when you don't get some things that you want. But overall,
but you see some
games look
hype.
entertaining.
Yeah, I'm about to say even if you don't get the announcements, usually Evo delivers with some hype matches. So
Yeah. Um, Standouts for me, KOF 15's top six was hype, very hype. Um, Tekken was Tekken upset me in a sense because out of top six for Tekken, I watched it from pools onward whenever I
okay.
could, but from top six, it was three Dragonovs, um, a Kazuya, a Nina, and a Jin player. And it got to the point where they were just, hey, all right, this guy, does he win or lose? All right, he fights the Dragonov. Did he beat this Dragonov? I get to the next Dragonov. All right, Dragonov mirror match. All right, someone fight Arslan Ash. And I was just like,
Damn,
I got tired of seeing the character, to be honest with you.
that's unfortunate. I hope that they should just buff everybody else then.
It's hard to tell. There's an asterisk behind it because this is the first year of Tekken 8. So I don't know if competitors played it safe and just played this guy and they're like, okay, well, he's this simple and he's this good. I don't have to
I don't have to
put too
try.
much effort.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe we just stick with him, and then after Evo, we'll branch out a bit to what we actually want to play. I don't know if that's the case. If it really is the truth, even though uh, a Dragonov did not win. Shout out to Arslan Ash. His fifth Evo he won in Tekken alone,
Oh, nice. So back
and
to
he did it with
back.
Nina. Back to back, I don't know, but I know that he's won five Evos,
Oh, okay.
and
I
there's
did it
no
with
one.
Nina. Do what you. Did you
There's
start
no.
playing as Nina yet?
I tried her very briefly
Oh,
when the game came out, but then I ended up just playing Lee until
I'm in the backflip. I got
later
it.
this week.
Say less. Yeah.
He's getting benched for a bit.
Until
So I get
because
to
then you.
learn Lydia.
Hmm.
Speak, but another annoying thing is the entire time from when Tekken 7 story ended up until now,
Okay.
Harada's been like, Heihachi's dead. He's dead, dead.
Uh huh.
Don't ask about him. He's dead. In the story of Tekken 8, they're like, Heihachi's dead. This man, the way he was shutting it down, I'm like, keep that
Thank you.
energy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Bison was announced, and I'm like, nah, but see, they're not gonna do Heihachi. He's that boy dead. Because that's what the story was.
That's what we wrote.
That's what he wrote.
Yeah.
Rolls the trailer. Heihachi's back.
What the?
Next DLC after Lydia.
You have to pay for him? It's not gonna
You have
be
to
part of
pay
like an.
for him,
Oh no! I thought they
which is
only made you pay for like the.
no. He
the
said that that's what was going to be the case before Tekken 7 came out. You still had to pay for every character they released.
oh, okay.
So more lies from this guy, and it's such a disappointing thing, which made me think, what's the point of even making story mode nowadays for fighting him?
For no reason.
It's most of the time it's so half-assed that just don't bother.
Did they confirm that that means that the stories, or this could just be, hey, we're adding the character just because we have a move set we can use, like
They
game
showed
wise.
they showed game cutscenes for the story that they're gonna add, the expanded free DLC story. And they showed
Oh,
clips.
so it is canon. I thought you meant like they just added the character and showed fighting like gameplay of
No,
him doing
and
combos.
when it shows him finally and like the key art,
Yeah.
you can see the fist mark that Kazuya left on him from 7.
So yeah, they're trying to. Okay, well,
And it's just, why bother? And the thing too, they didn't even bother when they do things like this with Bison and with Heihachi, and they do it so early. At least they waited a whole season for Ben Bison to get revealed. But
yeah,
you already undermine whatever big baddie you're trying to set up in the story you still claim to have put so much effort into. With
yeah,
Tekken, the first season pass, he was announced the same year the game came out.
yeah. Didn't even wait.
Yeah, so they're like, hey, the lady that they kind of set up as the big baddie, Reina, the one that's supposed to be his illegitimate daughter,
Yeah,
doesn't matter, daddy's back.
Dad's back. So
Oh, you know that closure that Kazuya got when he threw him off the cliff, and then Tekken 8 had a different struggle.
yeah,
That doesn't matter. Daddy's back.
Dad's back.
It's just why is all I have to say.
I thought they were gonna add it. See, I didn't know about the cutscene stuff. Yeah, so that sucks. I thought they were just gonna add, hey, here's a new character, and then you can just play as him because it's a video game. But I
The
thought,
lead up until we see a Taihachi was cool.
uh huh,
They started saying, the Tekken monks, and then it shows a guy with like a tiger mask and then
mm-hmm,
like a Goken hat, and he's over here doing some martial arts, long white hair, and everything looked cool. And I was like, is this already a guest character? Is it? It showed monks, so I'm like, the Scorpion? That they're already doing a guest character of Scorpion or something like that?
uh huh.
New character because I've never seen him. I was like, Feudal King? Is that who it is because of the mask?
Okay.
No, Heihachi.
Then you were like, what the fuck?
I was literally like, I'm tired of this shit.
Yeah. Damn. And what sucks is they're just gonna be tuning his moveset. I don't think they're gonna start from the ground up. So it's gonna be an easy ad for them.
They might give him new moves because
That's
I mean
wild.
they split his kit amongst Reina and Kuma the bear.
Oh right.
So I don't know what you'll probably have same base, some new moves. I don't know, but I'm that I'm glad I didn't. I'm not going to buy the season pass
There you
because
go.
if I would have bought it and then that happened, I would have been more upset. And I've learned my lesson.
Yeah, you just gotta wait for all of it. Wait till you know what everything you're getting, then spend the cash.
At this point, not even. I just buy the characters individually. Like I'm gonna buy Lydia, just buy herself.
Oh, okay.
Unless I like, this game deserves all the support like I did with KOF. I've bought every single season pass for KOF.
Uh-huh.
Same thing that will happen with Skullgirls. I don't see me doing that for Street Fighter or Strive, which they got an announcement as well. Um, and definitely not Tekken, especially because they don't give a shit about the story that they're like money. Bring back this guy, but now charge for the legacy character.
Yeah.
Or Lydia, who's been DLC twice in a row now. She was introduced as DLC in Tekken 7. Buy her again.
Buy her again.
And I'm an idiot because I'm the one that's going to do it.
I mean, they're learning from the best, and that's Nintendo. If
So
everyone just stopped and looked at what Nintendo does, just resell us the same shit, happily make us rebuy the same shit. Well, that
that
requires good games, I guess. But
that was the Tekken side of things. Sad to see that many of Dragunov's, but Arsenal Ash fucking went off. He was doing stuff that I was watching in like a Discord, and I was popping off for him because he always plays characters that I like, but
okay,
does it correctly.
okay.
And I was like, he did shit that I'm like, yo, someone needs to rush the stage and blow him right now. The way he's
What the
playing right now.
hell?
And then same moment happened when he won,
Uh
like when he
huh.
won the tournament. There should have been a line. Everybody should have gotten up and one at a time blew him. The way
And
he was playing.
damn, nonstop.
Hmm
Poor man, dude.
That man was going off. Uh, that was Tekken. Strive. They announced the whole pass. Uh, One, the trailer leaked the day before, which sucks for them. But
Yeah.
they announced the whole season pass altogether, every character before it even was purchasable.
What a concept.
Isn't that crazy? How
Yeah.
we respect our community's dollars.
Consumers. Yeah.
Fucking wild. Hey, he's Heihachi. He's not dead. We lied
That's
for
fact.
7 years. Fucking stupid. Yeah, they revealed every character. They are gonna do an open beta for that 3v3 mode this weekend, and you can buy the pass as of yesterday. It's Dizzy or Queen Dizzy because her and Kai are married and he's a king. They call her
Gotcha.
Queen Dizzy specifically now. She looks cool and that's what's cool is that they know that the announcement matters more than a fully fleshed out thing because you're still developing them. So it shows the key art of the character,
Mm-hmm.
and they just showed concept art behind them as the trailer's going on,
Oh,
which is
okay.
which is cool. And then the release windows. So they went boom. Here's Queen Dizzy, concept art behind October this year. Then
Okay.
the next character, Venom's coming back for if you don't know who it is by name. The white hair over his face, and he plays pool.
Ah, okay.
He's back. I'm happy. I don't remember the date. Then the new character, the protagonist from the anime that they announced a month ago,
Mm-hmm.
Unica, like unique with an A at the end.
Okay.
They revealed her without her mask from the trailer. Shows that she has a red eye, so she's a gear, which is what Dizzy is. It's like different species of people,
Okay.
and there's a split second where behind, like if the screen flashes and you see a character that I've been asking for named Justice, which is
Yep.
also there was a big mech with like the spiked penis.
Yeah, I remember him.
Her.
Oh, I remember her. I'm sorry.
Um. So if she has her kid, I might accidentally buy that character. And in the fourth character, because everybody's doing guest characters, this is the first one for Guilty Gear. It's Lucy from Cyberpunk Edge Runners,
Well, that's a good ad.
the
Hit-
lady who's always nude with the
Yeah, I know she with the
yeah,
that can choke you with the wires.
mm-hmm, the smart link thing.
Oh, yeah, that's a pretty cool one.
Not what I would have picked. Again, I'm upset. I hate that guest characters are such a thing. Um, but she probably might be cool.
Yeah, like
I just would not have guessed that that's what they would have picked as a guest character.
yeah, same. That's
I would have thought an anime. Like, oh, that is an anime, but I would have thought
yeah.
like a different themed anime, not like futuristic like Cyberpunk. I would have
Mm-hmm.
thought like Kill la Kill, which is as weird as the Guilty Gear characters and it would fit.
And my yeah, aesthetically it would.
Hmm
That's a
I
crazy ad. Well, that's good.
I don't see myself buying any of these characters because they gave me Slayer and I played the game once, which is what I've been asking for. Like the one person if I got anybody,
Oof.
and I've played him once, and then I've only been playing other stuff.
Damn.
So I
So
don't think it's logical to buy the pass.
they gave you
Yeah,
what you wanted.
they literally gave me what I wanted to no avail because I've been
Damn.
playing Tekken and backflipping.
Well, at the end of the day, you did pay for it, so that's kind of what they want.
Hmm I paid was my dollar. I didn't buy the whole season pass. I just bought two characters actually. I bought Alfeld Gun,
Yeah,
and then I
that's an
bought
easy buy.
Slayer because that's Baby Boy, and I don't regret it. I supported them that way. I saw some matches and it was hype, but that was what they revealed. KOF, I forgot I already mentioned KOF. So the tournament itself was hype.
Hmm.
Then they like the SNK always does, to which I applaud them. They're like, what if we just show you 4 trailers back to back? Everything that we
Damn.
have working on, we're just gonna show you right now.
Oh,
They
nice.
announced the special DLC for KOF 15, which is Mature and Vice, coming in December.
Okay.
They just showed art, they didn't show gameplay. They showed the new character for uh Garo City of Wolves,
Okay.
the 1v1 game that they're working on. He looks cool with the returning character named Kevin. He's like a kind of like a military cop aesthetic, but hype.
Military
Um,
comp. Okay.
they then showed uh SVC Chaos, SNK versus Capcom. It's like Capcom versus SNK, but if the other made the game.
Okay.
They're like, hey, we're porting this, has rollback, all this. Also, you can buy it at the end of Evo. The 22nd, you can buy it. It's on Steam.
Oh, wow.
So announced and the release at the same time.
Oh,
And
nice.
I don't remember if there's another trailer that they had. But they literally go, all right, it's over. Here's your info. We care about you.
All right, bye. And then they leave. So is it
Mm-hmm.
just a direct port, or is it like they redid the assets with like higher
Direct
res?
port with rollback and like the arcade characters that were secret characters, you just have access to them immediately.
Got it.
OBS.
Oh, nice. Okay. Well, I mean, if people want more versus this, I'm sure they're throwing this out as to test the waters. So
Dark
buy it.
Strike was hype as fuck. There's a Hugo player that literally stole the show
I think I saw a clip of that. Maybe it might have been you who retweeted it or something.
when he
He was
gets him
about
with
to
the
die,
super and the camera
and then
cuts.
he cut. Then he hits him with the what's it called? Oh my god! He like jumped over and then reversed and hit him with the clothesline to win
Yeah.
it.
So he did super and he did probably the most useless Hugo move, jump over him and it whiffed and then he hit him.
Jeez, yeah.
But he's such a character. I didn't realize who he was, but recently, like the last few weeks, there's a guy who's just been recreating poses from fighting games,
Okay.
and it's him.
Oh, okay.
And
What do you mean
yeah,
recreating it? Like just taking pictures?
so like for example, Terry Bogard has like the move punches like this.
Yeah.
His coat flaps, so he took a picture of his coat like hung up on a closed door, so it's in the same angle, and he did the pose so it looks like it.
Oh, I see.
And he's just been doing that for like that's all he does on
On social
Twitter
media
apparently.
stuff. Okay. I mean that's pretty hype.
So he was. I'm glad he's getting quite a following because he's very entertaining. I didn't know of him. Like I didn't put two and two together.
Until you saw him win
Mm-hmm.
just now. Well, good on him.
He didn't win Evo, but
Oh, that match. I
he
saw
got
him.
fourth.
I just saw whatever clip you saw and retweeted. I think
Hmm.
because I saw that or reacted it. I
Um,
don't know what they call it now.
Street Fighter was pretty cool. Congrats to Punk finally getting the W. He's been to grand finals so often to not win an Evo.
And now he finally won it. Good on
And
him, dude.
then he Big Bird got sad and he's like patting him, and then you realize that I think it sunk in the Punk after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
So he takes his glasses off and he just
Mm-hmm. He loses it.
which was cool too because his girlfriend plays Street Fighter and she streams, and I think she was streaming while watching, and someone did a cut or like a screenshot of him
Oh, that's like,
sobbing and her underneath, like her reaction
uh-huh.
it
It was
was nice.
nice. Nice. The split screen.
Yeah, shout out to Punk. That man deserved it.
Good on him, dude. Do you know how much the pot was for each of the games? They don't
I don't
disclose
know.
that? Okay.
They might. I just never remember to look.
Because I would imagine it's huge. So on top of, hey, I finally got my first Evo, it's payday, dude.
I don't think he has to worry about money. He's
Yeah, he
probably
won. He won so many, but our
all they showed
tournaments.
for Capcom. They didn't show anything from Third Strike section, which I was hoping they did some kind of announcement for a retro game or something.
Mm-hmm.
They just showed a teaser story trailer for Terry, who's the next character for Street Fighter 6. Speaking of guest characters,
That was a cool unveiling too when they showed that off. I didn't expect Terry in there, but yeah, I think he fits.
it makes sense. I mean, and it seems like they're with importing the SVC thing.
That,
Capcom versus SNK 3 is it's inevitable. I think.
yeah, it seems like that's what they're building up.
I'm
Which
just
make
glad that
they need
as
to
I'm
make
sitting.
some. They should. Sorry to cut you off. They need to do this because they don't. So they don't have to depend on Marvel for a versus game. Because if you can get at least Capcom versus SNK up and going, you can leave the Marvel shit a go and keep moving. Go ahead.
Which I like as well. From what you said, then I'll go back to what I'm saying. I like when they do collabs, and the best example is like Smash Bros. Because people start to learn about the other series,
Facts.
and they become new fans of such things. I'd rather it go to another fighting game series franchise than to Marvel, which
Because
is
yeah, that's already gone mainstream. So
yeah.
and the characters they would add, it would be mainstream. They're not gonna add. Uh, they're not gonna add like the roster they had in MVC2 because there's a lot. If you showed people who watched the MCU stuff, half of probably the Marvel side of that was an MVC2. I
Hmm.
don't know if they know recognize a bunch of them because a
Yeah,
lot of
like
them are like
when
deep cuts from X-Men and stuff.
X-Men 97 is
Well, when that
they had a
starts,
lot of the not known.
hey, you're right. That's fair.
Um, it's funny that I shit on guest characters when my favorite franchises are collab fucking
Collab,
versus
yeah,
games.
because you
So
know it's
it's
hype when someone comes in the Dragon Ball shit. Last minute save is somebody, and you're like, what? And when it's multiverses, it could be anybody.
but that's the thing. Like they don't surprise us with the collab. It's literally a whole game. That's the thing. It's a
Yeah,
crossover. So maybe that's why I don't know. But I just like that we're back at like the collaboration phase where people were making
making.
versus games.
I'm cool with that too.
And
Yeah,
and allegedly Capcom or Marvel's like, yeah, we know people love Marvel. We like the reception of the announcement of this thing. Make another one.
yeah. But they.
Make another one, or one, give us a release date because they haven't said the release date for the Marvel collection.
Oh,
Two, if not a new game, give Marvel 3 rollback.
same. Or just have it modernized. Like keep bring it. I don't know. Do some changes. Like look at the stuff that you told me about. What's the name? Doing shader updates. Even small stuff like that.
Mhm.
Like add some features to the game or something. I don't know.
Even Killer Instinct is what 10, 11 years old, and I think they announced at Combo Breaker they're doing a balance patch. You imagine if a balance patch came out for Marvel 3?
It could reignite uh another era for it to keep people hey, we like Marvel until they make a proper four or whatever's after Infinite Two or
Hmm.
whatever.
I would love. I mean, I would just the only thing I would want rollback, and I might accidentally uninstall a bunch of stuff.
You probably don't
If they
remember.
did a,
That's not a huge game.
I don't do it for space. I do it because I don't want to play anything else.
Oh, I see what you mean. To not distract you from hitting. So when
Mm-hmm.
you hit play, there's less options it could possibly be.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. Got it. Got it.
Um, Yeah, Mortal Kombat did this. Um,
They didn't announce anything.
I think before the tournament started, they're like, "Oh, here's Takeda trailer that we already knew was gonna come." They didn't show a season two. They all they did was release a balance patch, a big balance patch in Takeda. I think yesterday.
Maybe sales weren't so hot, so things are slowing down, or I don't know. I don't know how
I
well it
think they're
did.
just trying to figure out why no one's liking their game because everyone's just openly. Normally they complain about a character.
Mm-hmm.
Now they're just like, this is not what we wanted.
Oh, the game entirely.
Mm-hmm.
Then yeah, they're probably thinking, do we continue making DLC or do we? Hey, we have Injustice next, so
Mm-hmm. Sonic Fox won that. Shocker. Congrats to them.
I think
I think
he. They,
I think it's their seventh Evo win ever.
and I think most of them are Mortal Kombat, right? One of them being Dragon Ball, I
MK,
think.
Injustice. I don't remember if they won Dragon Ball. Gold Girls was that Evo.
Oh,
I feel like I might be forgetting something. But most of it is NRS related.
yeah, he or they have that shit locked down.
Mm-hmm.
Every NRS game I've seen him play is, oh look, top 8 minimum.
It's Punk with Street Fighter.
Those are facts. Same with Punk, because it's nonstop top 8 with. He always makes it to top 8. Whenever if I happen to watch something, a tournament or something.
There's a 17-year-old named Ending Walker that was in the top six for Street Fighter, and I've been following them, like I would say around this year,
Uh huh.
maybe a little longer.
Okay.
It's refreshing to see like these teens, like the next generation
Uh huh.
go off. It's nice to see,
Because yeah,
and they're
they're
playing
probably gonna,
Ed. They're not playing like something brain dead. It's a very technical character, so it's refreshing for me that I don't see another Ken or something like that.
especially when you start so young. Like, okay, you're starting by learning the game, not just doing what needs to be done.
Hmm.
Damn Ken, man. It's unfortunate he gets a bad rap.
It's the online side of it. It's
Yeah.
like Momochi, and the Momochi plays Ed as well, which is cool. But like the Tokios, the Angry Birds, who like to play them technically or like at a high level,
Yeah.
they get the bad rap, and I'm part of to blame because the online side of the character.
That's all you see. When you look at them,
Hmm.
you can't see anything but the online Kens.
Hmm. But that's really there's other announcements I didn't really give a shit about. Uh, those are like the takeaways. It's always fun watching Evo. I want to make sure I go next year. Um, Fun time.
Okay. It's gonna be in Vegas still.
Yeah, it's gonna be in Vegas, and they announced another one's gonna be in France now.
Oh, okay. But which one is the main? Is the Vegas one still gonna be the main one, or
Vegas is still the main one. February there's gonna be one in LA of next year, and then after that is Evil Japan, which is now in like May, and then
that's
this
weird?
Evo is in like July or something,
That's normal
and
though.
then I don't remember what time they said the France one is, and then the year after next they also announced Singapore.
Well, I mean, dude, that's where Mike and what's the name are living, right?
I don't know.
Because every time they on that versus Vortex channel, they're always highlighting stuff from Singapore. I think.
I know Shen's from Singapore.
I think they're over there and
Yeah,
making
you would
content.
know. I haven't watched their stuff in a while.
Oh, then yeah, I would imagine they are. That makes maybe the scene over there is that much bigger.
My gripe, and this is pure bias, why one they should never name these other places Evo Japan, whatever. They should have all been Road to Evo, so that the Las Vegas one is always the main one.
Yeah,
I think personally.
that makes sense to me.
Two, there should not be more than one Evos in the same body of land because they could have done one in as you see from like MenRD and a lot of these communities. South America has quite the scene. There's
Yeah,
nothing there. Instead, let's put multiple in same bodies of lands.
that makes sense. One per continent or something.
So that I would and have them all be Road to Evo South America or something and lead to Vegas is what I would.
That makes sense to me.
But it's asking a lot when the only characters that get representation are usually Mexican or Brazil characters. No other South America fucking thing exists.
That's true. We usually don't get our stuff. How long is it before we got our flag in the
in Street Fighter.
in most games?
Mm-hmm. I mean, Tekken 8 at least added Peruvians because I don't think they've had any representation prior.
Oh, okay.
Azucena's Peruvian.
Oh, okay. I have. Never mind. I think you were there when when I asked in the voice chat, it's like, why did they pick in the bikini one for Azucena or whatever during the thing? I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, that's legal.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
it's a pre-made costume. Speaking of, they added summer costumes for Tekken where you can add bikinis and things to people.
even the dudes that keep walking around like
Did-
with
You can have
a
like trunks on, like pants on,
oh, I thought you could walk around.
or like a onesie, like a bodyguard, lifeguard kind of thing. And it's also like a shirt, like a button-down shirt, but it's open. So somebody made a costume for Shaheen where he just looks like Miguel. And I was like, I'm like, damn, if only they added him.
The
But they
Miguel would
took
be
out one Hispanic guy to put in
to put another. You can't.
Azucena.
The world can't take more than one Hispanic, so
Mm-hmm.
they just put one at a time. That's wild. What was I gonna say? You reminded me of something. Oh well, it might come back later. Um. Oh no, I was just gonna reference the what the hell, the banana hammock, and then does anyone get close to Krauser level of lucky, if you will?
No, I don't think. I don't think any. I think all the guys got like that open up shirt and then like shorts. I don't think they got like.
That makes sense. What is that movement? All right, I don't even know how to describe that for the other listeners. Anyway, all right, well, that's Evo then. 10 out of 10 we'll watch again.
Yeah. I don't want to see more Dragonovs.
I'm with you there. That goes for like most any game. If you have tournaments and your top eights are looking very similar, it's time to do some rebalance. We get some balances here, right? Like, I like to see
It's
different
understandable
characters.
if like the game's done. So like when last Evo, when Marvel was the legacy game that came back,
Uh-huh.
you're gonna see a lot of. I think Grand Finals was 2-0 teams, but that game's not getting support. That game is what it is at this point. For a game that's just now come out,
Uh-huh.
I don't know. But that is another thing too. You don't want to keep balancing early releasing patches too soon because then you're basically slave to the whining people.
That's true. And then that might not be better. For the whole.
Yeah.
Anywho. What?
I said, yeah.
Oh, I can tell you what's upcoming, Brian. Good question. Terrible. I checked both lists, and the ones that I saw were like Exobia's on my wish list, so that's why I knew that was coming out. Um,
What is that?
it
Oh,
looks pretty dope. It's like
Quakey.
like a Quake like shooter, and I like the color scheme, so I was like, oh, I'll probably give this a shot.
The Mullet Madjack first.
I
Oh,
might
this
just
came out
do
yesterday.
what?
The Exophobia.
Yeah, it's this week. That's why I'm. It's yesterday for us as we're recording live, but it's Monday for the audio for everyone else listening to this after
I,
Friday.
I said it because I thought it was gonna come out later, so it's more like,
Uh
oh,
no, it's out. It's out. My fault. And the rest of the stuff on there are like I guess more indie games, but I just haven't heard of them or don't remember. Like there's one called Midnight at the Disco, which I clicked on and I'm like, I don't know what this is, so I'm not gonna.
I don't know any of this.
Yeah, because they're all like indies.
Oh shit,
Uh,
The Sims 4 Love Struck. You getting that?
already have it. Been struck. Um, and then for movies and TV, Deadpool and Wolverine is this week,
Oh
this
shit.
weekend. So we may need to watch that.
Let me know.
Yep. I'll ask around see if we can get a group going, but we'll find out. We'll find out.
I don't know anything else. I've never heard of any of this.
Games or movies? What list are you looking at?
Movies.
Oh,
Oh, so games. I already have not heard any of it.
yeah, and then
Movies.
these. This look like someone just generated it from with AI for you.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
That's crazy.
Like this is a
It's
fake
like
website, and I just put in random things.
it's funny, it's impressive, and it's also shocking how little I know what the fuck's coming out in as far as movies.
Well, because everything is so much easier to make and distribute now. So like there's so much of everything everywhere all at once. You know what I'm saying?
It's that, and more so, I'm just not looking. But how you learn about these movies more often than not, you either watching like a festival for announcements or something like that,
Oh yeah.
or trailers getting populated. I'm not doing either one.
Yeah, you're not even following anything news related. So, for all you know, there could have been like 6 seasons of a show you liked, you've been waiting for.
If you didn't tell me Deadpool Wolverine was coming out,
It
I
would have came
honestly
and
might
gone.
even missed that.
Holy shit. That's fair. Holy shit. Yeah, I didn't see anything else on that list.
Oh, music, I
And then
didn't see
for
any.
music, it looks pretty light, but I did see that Rakim is dropping something, and so is Ice Spice.
Is it Rakim like Eric B and Rakim?
I hope, but I don't know for sure. And then next week, we got a Khaled coming out or Khalid,
Crack
sorry.
Cloud.
Yeah, Crack Cloud. I saw. It. I'm like, maybe Brian will check them out.
That sounds funny. We'll see.
I mean, it seems like it paid off for you because cigarettes after sex is
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
pretty good, right? So there you go. And so Yak was good for you too, right? There you go. There it is.
There you go.
There you go. Yes, chef. That's it. That's all I got. We'll be back next week with maybe a Deadpool Wolverine review. I gotta start watching. I got stuff. My backlog for movies is getting bad. It's getting wild. I gotta watch something.
You telling me, man? I've seen one movie in 7 months.
I can't stop. Just I as soon as I have free time, I'm like, time to play some games, bro. So I'm in gamer mode. That's a problem. You feel me, player?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. That's it. We'll be back next week. Thank you guys. Bye. The fuck.